How are you guys? Welcome to this stream, and if you're new here, hi, I'm FEARSONA. You can call me Sona, and I'm your friendly neighborhood true crime VTuber slash cryptid hunter, here to give you full body chills with yet another Cryptid Files story that you may or may not have heard about. So today we're talking about Fresno, the Fresno Nightcrawler or Nightcrawlers. Well, there's more than one because I have more than one video to show you guys from different parts of the world. It doesn't really limit, you know, the Nightcrawlers don't limit themselves to California. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Hi, I'm so excited for this. I'm excited too. It's been a while and I've been kind of like tiptoeing around this topic or like this cryptid. I was just like, yeah, this looks so weird. I have to get to that finally. Also, Renfield, welcome back. Welcome to the Even Angrier Mob. Thank you so much for being a member for 30 months. Well, no, not welcome back. 30 months with us. So here's to 30 months. Thank you so much for being here, for supporting the channel for so long, and I appreciate it. I'm happy that you enjoyed the videos and you enjoyed the live streams. Hey, cheers to 30. Yeah. Hi, Sona. We decided on a name for the baby me and the wife are having. Little Alice. What? Wow, that's so cute. Okay, that's super cute. Hey, Darkest Monkey, congratulations. FEARSONA kind of looks like the blob things from Johnny Quest. Jesus, what? Oh, I remember the cartoon, right? Johnny Quest. I do remember that cartoon. Like, I think I watched like a little bit of it, but I'm not familiar with the with the cartoon that much. Bacon, thank you so much for the super. Okay, good. Cryptid Files. With a name like that, I was thinking it might be something else. Oh, what? No! Listen, we're not talking about that movie with, what's his name? Jake Gyllenhaal, the Nightcrawler, because holy shit. Also, Fabian, thank you so much for the super. If you read this, you're gonna have a great day. Hey! But with nightmares, as always, because, you know, that's what you guys are here for. That's what I provide. But yeah, we're not talking about the Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal, because that movie was cringe. I could not finish it, by the way. I mean, he's great in that role, and he's supposed to be cringe, and you're supposed to be cringing, which is a sign that he did a good job with the role. Yet I couldn't finish the movie because I was cringing so bad, and it was just so bad. Taxman, thank you so much for the super. Free Intankun and give mods their rations. No. They're fine. Okay, Intankun is fine. Intankun is in voluntary vacation confinement in my basement, and mods are fine. Mods can survive on stale Cheetos. Okay, it's been the one that's like shaped like Charizard has been, you know, existing for a couple of years, and it's fine, and it's sold for $90,000. So if you didn't know, yeah, by the way, there's a Cheeto that's shaped like Charizard, and it just sold for 87, I believe 87 and something $1,000 with change. So, you know, an 80-year-old Cheeto, I think 80-year-old or like 4-year-old, something like that. It's been a while. It's been a while for that Cheeto. Okay, Charizard is stale. Cheetos aren't. Wow. Okay, guys, I have an announcement. I finally got all of my trackers, like the 3D trackers. I did say it like I did tell my Patreon members that in my last stream. By the way, like I went on a little bit of a tangent because of certain things, like the announcement from producers of HBO's like Harry Potter remake, and it's, yeah, I was kind of upset because they really did not cast a good actor well, I mean, not a good actor. I don't know what kind of actor he is. He might be a great actor, but it's just visually they didn't cast Severus Snape very well, and I was just upset about it. But then again, like, it's a movie. You know what? It's a movie. It's a fantasy story. What do I care? I'm just gonna, not movie, a TV show. What do I care? You know, like, let them do whatever they want to do. It's just gonna reflect in like viewership. So we'll see. Yeah, I was very upset, but, well, like, not upset. It's just, yeah, like, it is just a case of like unnecessary changes, even though they claim that, like, the problem I have with the casting is that they claim, oh, we're gonna be as close to the source material as possible. Well, the character of Severus Snape has a very specific appearance, like very, very specific description. And they just imagine straying as far, like 180, as far from the source material as possible. Because this actor just like doesn't look like Snape, and it's just like as far as you can get. And also, it seems like they don't consider that, hey, maybe East Asian actors exist and this would still match. Like if you really want to, I don't know, like race swap, that's fine, completely fine, but at least like keep the visual. And hey, you know, East Asian actors exist, so we can maybe don't just imagine that, hey, just 2 types of actors exist and that's it. They snaped it. Adam Driver. I would see that. I would see that. You know what? If we're going like batshit crazy and just like as far as from the source material as possible, I did see someone propose Terry Crews as Harry Potter, and I'm like, you know what? I would watch that. I would definitely I want to see that. I want to see Terry Crews among 12-year-olds and being like, hey, my parents just fed me a lot of protein. I am 12. I mean, I would watch that. Oh, that would be so good. Adam Driver needs more love, man. Yeah, he does. He does. Or you know what, Adam Sandler. I would also agree with that. Adam Sandler, Adam Driver. No, as I said, like there are different actors, maybe some aspiring actors, maybe someone who's gonna be discovered for this role. It's very hard to fill Alan Rickman's shoes. I understand that, but like this was just the casting was just like 180. And it's like as far from the material as possible. So I don't know. Here, yeah, big fear in Dab House grad. What? Jesus. Oh God. Terry Potter is a fire concept. Actually, I would. You know what? I would endorse that. I'm down. I'm down to see Terry Crews as Harry Potter and be like, yes, this is what. No one. We didn't know that we needed this, but we need this. Oh, Terry Crews. Dude who played the dude who played Kylo Ren, he's pretty good. He played in like I saw him in a couple of movies, like not just Star Wars, because like I guess that's the biggest role that he got, but yeah, he was pretty good in another movie. Oh God, I forgot the title, but yeah, like I can see that. And people have been making like AI generated images of him as Snape, and I'm like, yeah, I can actually see that. That's and he has like the look, you know, like he has the nose that was described, like he has kind of like a hook, bigger nose, and just like, oh, that was the distinct kind of feature of Snape, and yeah, like all the other kind of you know, aspects of his looks. Anyway, I'm just going on a tangent. I was just very upset about it for just reasons that, hey, don't claim that you're gonna be as close to the source material as possible if you're gonna change one of the key characters, like race swap one of the key characters to just like look completely not like the character. So I'm like, okay, how is that gonna work? But you know what? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. I am doubting, but I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. It hasn't been produced yet. Who knows? Maybe I'm gonna eat my words. Maybe the guy is just like a great actor and he's also gonna fit the role very well. Like he's just gonna, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong and we're all gonna eat our words. Then hey, I'm gonna come in here and be like, hey, I'm not planning to watch it, but at least visually, maybe I'm gonna see him and I'm like, hey, I mean, that, you know what? That works. I apologize, you know, I was wrong. Sorry for doubting. No benefit, just doubt. Yummy words. Nom 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 nom. We always want to be wrong about such things. I want to be wrong, you know, I want to be wrong, but I have to say, like, I have little hope, and I did say that in my Patreon stream. I really strongly feel like this remake is very unnecessary. Instead, HBO could have decided to go with the prequel, so do the story of Voldemort when he was a kid and he just came to Hogwarts. So Tom Riddle's story, you know, from his beginnings at Hogwarts all the way. Like, you have so many seasons that you can make out of this, you know, like, oh, his beginnings at Hogwarts, being innocent, and then going through the change into like, oh, well, actually I want to do, you know, like just going into like spiraling into depravity and you know, like tricking the teachers into opening the, well, I mean, he opened the chamber of secrets, and just like, you know, like I would see that. Oh my god, that would, I think like all Harry Potter fans, at least like us that were, you know, all of us that were growing up with the books and growing up with the movies, I think every single one of them, they don't know their audience. I'm sorry for going on a tangent, and I'm gonna go on a tangent, but they really don't know their audience. Like, I don't think studios know their audience. Because this is what, we're now grown-ups. We have money to spend to go to subscribe to HBO and watch that show, or go to the movies to watch the movie. And like, everyone would love to see that. I think all Potter fans, like seasoned Potter fans that were growing up with the books, they would love to see that concept. Yeah, because we just got snippets of it. We just literally got snippets of it, and we could really enjoy that. I think they could really make it great, but no. But they chose to remake and rehash the old things that did not need fixing, and yeah, they need to stop making remakes. They really need to stop making remakes. Just, you know, like, yeah, explore. Holy shit, like, they can claim that, oh, we don't have enough material for that. There's no material for that. Well, you made Fantastic Beasts movies. Those were not really rich in source material. Like, aside from the beasts, the fantastical creatures or whatnot. Like, there wasn't that much material for that. And then and yet you made it into 3 movies. So come on now. Okay. Yeah, the Fantastic Beasts series was good. Actually, like, I enjoyed it. I know that a lot of people shit on it. I did enjoy it. Maybe not so much like the 3rd part, but I did enjoy the 1st part and like 2nd part. That was pretty okay. But it did it did leave me craving more. Like, I wish there were more. But yeah, you know, that's that. That is that, and you know, I did like to see that Voldemort is still, not Voldemort, God, Dumbledore is still as mysterious and puzzling as ever, and he's just pushing another main character to just like play mental gymnastics with his cryptic messages. And I was just like, can you please just give instructions? Can you please tell me what I have to do? And he's just like, no, but puzzles and mysteries, no, you have to figure it out for yourself. And I was like, no, you did that later to a 12-year-old. Please. I enjoyed that. I did enjoy that. I enjoyed the rage. Okay, guys, that's it for the rant. And then we have Uncut in the Butt. Thank you so much for the super. Hey, they should make a movie about the Black sisters and how they went from being close to going in different paths. Wait, am I missing something? Like the Black family, right? Like Bellatrix and oh god, the other one, I forgot. But yeah, like the Sirius Black's family. Oh, I would love to see that. Well, that could be a part of the Tom Riddle story, because they are a, you know, seasoned kind of old clan. Yeah, I would totally watch that. You know, and it is, I'm sorry for like screaming and going on a tangent, but it is an era right now in the movie and TV show industry where people love to see the villain's story, the villain's origin story. Like, I'm sorry, people are more interested in the villain than they are in the hero. So, like, at least I am, and I would love to see that. So yeah. Oh, Narcissa, yeah. Oh, I forgot that Narcissa is also a Black. Yeah. And Andromeda, yeah. Now I remember. Oh, holy shit, yeah, I forgot about that. When's the fear? Well, in a minute. Okay, that's it. What else? Oh yeah, I have, you know, I've received my body tracking stuff, the Vive body trackers, so I can I can go on to figure out the 3D design this week. I'm gonna try my best to like set it up and you know, get it moving and start kind of preparing for the new design debut sometime this or next month. I think it's gonna be next month, more likely, like April. I'll just prepare for everything and have everything done so that it's awesome and you guys can enjoy it. Okay, that's it. Let's go Let's do this. I'm sorry for a 15-minute, 16-minute rant, but let's go. Let's do this. Let's talk about the Nightcrawlers. All right. You guys buckle up, because today we're diving into one of the strangest, most unsettling cryptid encounters ever caught on camera, and we have a couple of videos to prove that. This is the kind of story that makes you question everything you think you know about reality. Is the tale of the Fresno Nightcrawler, and trust me, by the end of this, you're going to be double checking your security cameras for any signs of walking empty pants. That's the only way I can, or a pair of pants without legs in them, without anyone in them. That's the only way I can describe those creatures. So let's set the scene. It's 2007 and we are in Fresno, California. A guy named Jose, just a regular dude, you know, mind you, he is getting fed up with his dogs. Every single night, the dogs are barking like crazy and he has no idea why. Like, is it a raccoon? Is it a burglar? A coyote? He's just got no clue. So he decides to take matters into his own hands. He mounts a security camera on his garage, I guess. I'm sorry, I keep mispronouncing it. Hoping, you know, he hopes to catch whatever's setting off his dogs. But what he captures is definitely not what he expected. Let me play the video. I have some of the videos on YouTube. Some of the videos I uploaded to my OBS, but this one is from YouTube. So this is from 2007. This is the footage that Jose published. So when he reviews this footage, oh, sorry, that's not it. Jesus. No. Oh, the scuff. What am I doing? Okay, the scuff is real. Let me transfer something, because I am stupid and I just didn't set pump up the pants. Okay. So this is the footage. So when Jose reviews the footage, he doesn't see... Actually, let me hide myself here, because we don't need me. We don't need me here for now. Okay, so when he reviews the footage, he doesn't really see an animal or a person. What he sees is, well, it really looks like, and look in this corner, this is where it starts. So it looks like a pair of white pants. But here's the thing, like, these pants aren't just being worn by anyone. They're just like floating. They're just floating or gliding, moving across his front yard. Like, they've got a mind of their own and they're just walking. The footage is very, very grainy, as it usually is, because everyone is filming on a toaster camera. But it's clear enough to make your skin crawl, and it's clear enough to make out the details, right? Like, this is a pair of pants. It's like something out of a horror movie, except it's real. And, you know, naturally, Jose is freaked out by this. Like, he is freaked out. I mean, wouldn't anyone be? So he starts sharing this footage, obviously on YouTube, on social media, hoping that someone can explain what the heck did he just see? What the heck he just saw? And he sends it to Univision, and then he also reaches out to a paranormal investigation named Victor Camacho, who hosts a Spanish language supernatural show called Los Desvelados. I think that's how you say it, which translates it to the Sleepless Ones. And let me tell you, after seeing this footage, you would be sleepless too, because you've just seen the footage, and I think no one's gonna sleep tonight. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. So here's where it gets weirder. Yes, because it gets stranger. Jimmy Neutron and his walking pants. What? No! Okay, so this is where it gets weirder, because this was not the only footage of the Nightcrawlers. There is more. Fast forward to 2011, so we have a couple of years after, right? Like 2007, and then several years later, we have another footage of the Nightcrawlers. So security cameras in the Yosemite National Park captured something very, very similar. The same bizarre pants like figure or creature, and it's just keeps like it's just creeping across the frame. Yeah, and there's two of them. It's not just one. It's not, and it's also not in someone's backyard where you can claim like, oh, well, this was fake. This person faked it for the views. No, this is from the official security cameras from the Yosemite National Park. And it's in one of the most remote, wild places in the country. Now, if you're thinking that this sounds like something out of a Dr. Seuss book, it's actually true. Like, I mean, it is true. I'm going to explain in a minute. But these are the creatures. And, well, this one, like, it seems like there's two of them. There's, like, a smaller one. There's a bigger one. Let me rewind it. Those pants just chilling. Yeah, well, they're like, walking. But there's, like, a little one, so it seems like a baby, and then there's the taller one. Yeah, it's a mother and her baby. I thought the same thing. I was just like, oh, this looks like a mother and a baby just kind of strolling through Yosemite Park. And if you see it, like, oh, it's kind of weird. You don't really know if they have any knees or like which way do their legs bend. Like, it's very strange. And the feet are also kind of in different places, like they bent in different ways, and they have something that looks like a kind of a head, but not really. So there's that. Let me just kind of put it here. Yeah, so there are two of them, little one, big one. There's kind of a head, and then two really long legs. So if you thought that this really looks like a creature straight out of Dr. Seuss book, you are not alone, because the Fresno Nightcrawler has been compared to the pale green pants from What Was I Scared Of? You know, like, this is a story where a pair of empty pants just walks around, terrifying everyone, terrifying the main character. But unlike Dr. Seuss's creation, the Fresno Nightcrawler isn't fictional. It doesn't seem like it's fictional, at least not according to the people who have seen it. All right, so if you're happy and you know it, clap your cheeks. No! Why would you do this to me? I remember that book. Yeah, it's a children's book, very well known. One of the like most famous works by Dr. Seuss. I mean, I think a lot of people know it. I think we all know it. Okay, so we've talked about the Fresno Nightcrawler, but what if I told you that this thing isn't just confined to California? And what if I told you that there are sightings of similar creatures all over the place, all over the world? Yep, so buckle up, because this story is about to get even stranger. Also, Distono says, doesn't look dangerous at all, just a chill pair of Wranglers. Yeah, I mean, maybe oh, it doesn't seem okay. So let me get this straight. Let me just like make something clear. The Nightcrawlers did not attack anyone. Like, they don't seem to have aggressive tendencies. They're just like strolling by. They're usually just chilling. Even if they kind of get in front of a car, which we're gonna get to because there is a story about that. But usually they just kind of like stroll by, or they just run away. They don't seem to be aggressive so far. Okay, so as I said, we're going out of California because it gets stranger. So let's start in Ohio, December 12th, 2014. A 60-year-old former Marine, let's call him John for the sake of this story because I don't have his real name, it was never published, and his wife are driving near Carmel, Ohio. And it is nighttime and they're heading home after a long day. They're cruising along, minding their own business, when suddenly, as they come over a hill, they see this creature. And standing there, right in the middle of the road, is this thing. John described it as being about 7 feet tall, so like much taller than the previous sighting. He describes it as slender and pale gray, and the creature has no arms. It's just this really thin, this tall, thin humanoid figure standing there, like right there in the middle of the road, like it's waiting for them. And then before they can even like process what is happening, what are we looking at, the creature just bolts. It runs across the road and disappears into the woods. Now, John, again, isn't just a random guy. He is a former Marine, and this is someone who's been trained to stay calm under pressure, to assess situation quickly and accurately. And even he's completely shaken by what he saw. He's just like, I don't know what that was. I can't describe it, but we definitely saw it. But yeah, Ohio mentioned. Hey, I was in Ohio. I did visit Ohio. It's very nice, although it kind of smells like well, I did find out that it was because I was like, oh, it kind of smells like weed in here, as like we were kind of driving through the forest, and I was like, oh, let's open the windows to let in some fresh air, and we literally smelled weed. And I'm like, why does it smell like weed? I found out that this is how a skunk smells like, so I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, it did smell like a little bit like a skunk, and yeah, it was an experience. Fresno Nightcrawlers, hey, you got any weed in Ohio? Oh yeah, I love the smell of skunk. Yeah, it oddly smells like weed. It does. Like, I don't know if you ever smelled weed or if you ever smelled skunk, but it's very oddly similar. Okay. So as I said, John is a former soldier. He is trained to assess situations, different situations, very like rapid situations very quickly. And he was just bamboozled. Like, he's just like, what was that? And he later describes the creature as looking like an alien. And honestly, I don't blame him, because what else could it be? What else could you identify it as? Because not an animal. I mean, it was some sort of animal, maybe, or it was some sort of creature. Like, there's no other explanation. Like, you don't know this creature. You're like, what is this? I've never seen this. This doesn't seem like anything from this planet, unless we just don't know our planet very well. Okay, so here's where it gets like even weirder. And I know I keep saying that, but like, I swear to God, the story just gets weirder and weirder, and it's gonna get weirder. Also, Crazed Rise Goddess says, Sona, do you think that doing the split must hurt like purgatory hell for the Nightcrawlers? I don't think so. See, I don't think so. I think they're using their most of their body is legs, and I think they're using the legs a lot, and they are pretty stretched. I would say it doesn't hurt them. I would say they are pretty flexible, like they do yoga. Okay. So John and his wife had already noticed something strange happening at their new home in the Fort Hill area. So we are still in Ohio. We are still with John and his wife. So this is not the only strange thing that they had noticed happening around them. About a month after moving in to Fort Hill, to their new house, they spotted this like perfect circle in their yard. In the front yard. And this wasn't just any circle, like it was green grass circle, and it stayed fresh and it stayed green. Like, doesn't matter the weather, regardless of the weather, regardless of the season, like even in the dead of winter, this one patch of grass in their front yard was vibrant and alive, while everything else on the ground was like around it was brown and dead. How do you explain that? They were like, this is like, oh my God, like this happens in our front yard. This is strange. And then we see this like strange creature. Could that be connected? Okay, so you might be thinking that that's just one sighting. That's just one weird thing. This might not even be related. Maybe it was a trick of the light. Like, oh, even the Nightcrawler, maybe it was a trick of the light, or maybe John and his wife were just tired that night. But here's the thing, this isn't the only time something like this has been reported before, because this thing has gone global, and the sightings, they are getting stranger and stranger. Let's start in Poland. Poland mentioned. I don't know, it makes me feel a little bit patriotic for some reason. Anyway, Poland mentioned, yes. So in Poland, someone over there managed to capture what appears to be the Nightcrawler on the video. Now, the footage is shaky because it always is, as per usual, and super fucking grainy because, again, it always is super fucking grainy. Let me just pull it up. Poland. Wait, let me do that again. Dum dum da da dum da da da. That's our anthem, but okay, that's it. Potato Wi-Fi, no! Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's potato camera. In this case, potato camera. Okay, so we're in Poland. Okay, so someone managed to shoot this video, to record this video. The video is shaky, like really shaky, which makes it seem like it was filmed on a toaster, as it usually does, and as it usually is with these videos, because apparently nobody heard of not shaking your hand while filming something, and just like video stabilizer, I don't know. But we have a video of this. So in the video, this creature is visible for like just a few seconds. I don't know if you can kind of see it. Like you can kind of see it, but not really. Like it's kind of here. Oh, okay, now you can see it. Yeah, so it's kind of the same, but a little different. Also, fucking don't shake your hand. Dear God. So, yes, the creature is only visible. Let me just like pull it up here. So the creature is visible for only just a few seconds, but it's enough. That's all you need to see to realize that something isn't right in this video. It's got like the same, I don't know, I'm gonna like rewind it here. So it's got the same basic traits as the Nightcrawler caught on tape in Yosemite or Fresno. Like it's tall, it's thin, it's moving, you know, and moving in that unnatural gliding way that makes your skin crawl, that makes it like very strange to look at. They're like, oh, this is just wrong. Like that's not right. It's just like, it seems like, oh, it's walking, but in a very weird way. And then it just quickly disappears from the video. And this is not over, because we have another video, another sighting from Billings, Montana on April 25th, 2020. So this is pretty recent, 5 years ago, at 9:45 p.m. Wait, let me look it up, because I think I have the wrong... Is it this one? Oh yeah, okay. I got it. So this one's gonna be strange. Like it's just in one corner and you can barely see it. But there was this home surveillance system that caught something moving across the frame, or moving in the frame. And guess what? It's the Nightcrawler again. So we're gonna watch that video. The footage is like still grainy, a little bit clearer this time, and you can see it, but it's still dark. But you can see it. Just focus on this corner. This corner here. That's where it's gonna show up. Is it? Oh yeah, like it's... Yeah, in a minute. Like it's gonna show up right here. Oh, we got it. Kind of, like you barely see it. Like right here. Like for a moment. Let me just rewind it. Oh, wait. Right here. It's like for a moment, but you can see it that it's... Yeah, it's that pair of pants. I don't think there's more. Oh no, wait, maybe? It just showed up for a moment? No. Yeah, never mind. It didn't show up more, but yeah, like the footage is yeah, the footage is unfortunately grainy, and at least it's not shaky like the Polish one, but you know, you can see that it's kind of creeping into the frame, and then it disappears, then it just like walks away. And it kind of seems like in this footage, honestly, it does seem like the creature is intelligent. It does seem like, oh, the creature comes into the frame and then realizes that there's a camera, and he just walks away from the frame. So either the camera or the creature realized that, oh, there's a car passing by, or there's a car coming, because there are lights on the left side of the screen. And the creature just kind of walks away. Like he walks in and walks away, right? So what exactly is going on here? Is this the same creature traveling across the globe, like one creature? Or are there multiple Nightcrawlers? Where we know that there are at least two because of the Yosemite footage. So there's like a mom and a baby, or like a bigger one, smaller one. But like, does it mean like it's just two of them, or is there more, or is it just one of them like traveling to different places? And why are they showing up on camera so often? Like, is it a coincidence? Or again, are they aware of the cameras or are they aware of us? I honestly don't have the answers, but what I do know is this. The more sightings we get, the harder it is to dismiss this as some sort of like hoax or just one-time thing or a misunderstanding. These things are being caught on camera in different parts of the world by different people who have no connection to each other whatsoever, and that makes it so terrifying. That makes it a little bit more terrifying that, hey, there is some kind of weird creature out there and we keep catching it on camera, and it's like it's defying the laws of physics because it shouldn't exist, like a pair of pants that is just, or a pair of legs, but apparently it does. They want to be known. I think the Nightcrawlers want to be known. They want to be famous. They want to be TikTok famous. Would a baby travel alone though? Because that one was small. Yeah, that's true, but the baby grows up. It's not like this might be across like over, right? Like it is over like several years, because the first video is from 2007. It's the one where it's like a Nightcrawler from Fresno. Then we have 2011 in Yosemite. That's like a couple of years later. There's a mom and a baby. Then we have what was it, 2014, and then we have 2020. So you know, there's a couple of years difference. So the baby might be grown up and just traveling on their own. I say it should exist. Oh, it should exist. It cannot exist, but it should exist. Like, oh, I mean, it's defying the laws of physics, but it should exist because we want it to. I mean, if you've seen all the merch of Fresno Nightcrawlers, I'm gonna show it to you guys later, but yeah, it's super cute. Okay, so let's get into... Oh, wait, I do have another video. So there's one more video. I don't know the exact origin of this one. I know that it was posted on October 2010 on YouTube, and... well, take it as you will, but there's this other video of supposed like Nightcrawler sighting. So I'm just gonna show you guys this and focus on this area. This is where it's gonna appear. Like it's gonna come out of here, I think. And this is where it's gonna be. Let me skip a little bit. Oh yeah, okay. We got it. Like it's gonna come out of here and come through the gate. Like this one seems like a small one. It's kind of like jumping, but it seems like it has one leg. And it's floating. It's not even touching the ground. It's just floating. That's kind of strange. But if I may point something out, because this was pointed out by someone in the comments, the Nightcrawler seems to be stopping at the edge of whatever it is. I think this is a pole, but it stops at the edge. It kind of like looks left, right, like, oh, is there anyone? And then it passes through. So it's a little bit, it's polite. I don't know. It seems like, oh, yeah, that's a pole. I think that's a pole. That's not a road. Because at first I thought like, oh, this is a road, and the Nightcrawler stopped at the edge and was looking left, right to see if any cars are coming, but I think this is a pole. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so let's get into the details of what these Fresno Nightcrawlers or Nightcrawlers actually look like, because let me tell you, like the more details we uncover, like every single video, it just seems like they're a little bit different from each other, but kind of same. Like it's kind of similar, but not really. These creatures aren't just weird, they're just wrong. Like they don't move or look like anything that should exist in nature, and yet here we are. It apparently does. So let me break it down a little bit more. Also, Bacon, thank you so much for the super. It's walking on water. Jesus Christ, literally. I mean, I guess so. I guess it does. Well, it floats, right? Like it was shown in the other videos also to be like slightly like gliding above the ground or like floating above the ground. So hey, it's just able to. Okay, so let me break it down. The Nightcrawlers, or the Fresno one, are relatively short. Well, this one is the one that we saw in the video. Also, Shy, thank you. Sounds like me floating on water. Jesus Christ. Okay, so the Fresno Nightcrawler from California, is relatively short. It's estimated to be about 1.5 meter tall, or roughly 5 feet tall. But here's the thing, like most of that height comes from the legs, right? Like there's this like phalange that looks kind of like something on top, maybe a head, but most of it is just legs. This is where it is, like you can see the leggies, right? And then their upper bodies are tiny, as I mentioned, like comically small compared to the rest of them. And because of the grainy, low quality footage, as like we usually get, as you know, the kind that we usually get, it's really hard to make out any details about their torsos. Like there's no, like it just seems like a pair of legs. But one thing's for sure, they don't really have arms, just these spindly long legs, phalanges, and a tiny little upper body. And then we have the Yosemite video, and it gets even stranger because they don't seem the same. Like in some, like the, you know, there's a larger specimen, right? Like the larger one, the mom, and then the smaller one. And the larger one looks a little different. Like it looks more similar to the, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Like this one looks just more like slimmer and taller, and its legs move a little bit different than the one in Fresno. And I don't know about you, but that's not something you see every day. I mean, obviously, that's not something you see every day. And it seems like the bigger one, the mom, has these like flaps of skin. Let me just show you guys that video because it was very interesting. But if you watch the mom closely, like she seems to, or the mom seems to have like those flaps of skin that, or something connecting its like the knees to its torso. Like, yeah, like it's, if you look closely, it's kind of like, oh, flappy skin. Yeah, like material, like fabric. And yeah, that's not something you see every day. And the feet are just bizarre. They're just like all wrong. But I don't see the feet. Like I can't really tell like what the feet are, like how the feet are bending, or yeah. So they're short, thin. Well, I mean, the feet, and stilt-like, almost like they're walking on stilts made of bone. And it's like someone took a stick figure, stretched it out, and then decided to make it even creepier, because why not? But wait, because it does get weirder. So the Ohio creature, right, like the one where the Marine John saw it, this one, right, like the Ohio creature, that one looked a little different. So John described it as being very tall, like way taller than the Fresno version or the Yosemite version. They are like, this creature is like 7 feet tall, and it's not white. It's actually like a little bit grayish instead of white. But just like the Nightcrawler in Fresno and the other place, right? Like it doesn't seem to have, in Yosemite, it doesn't seem to have any arms. It's got those like long muscular legs that look like they belong on some kind of alien athlete. And the way it walks is very strange, like it's a nightmare fuel. So John reported that the knees of this creature were bending backward like a bird's. You know what I mean? Like that, like a bird. So just different way. So they don't really bend this way. They bend like psh, psh, right, like psh, psh. Just kind of weird. And the way it walks, like, yeah, it's just, it moves in this like jerky, unnatural way. It doesn't really glide. Like John said, like, oh, it was like very jerky, like very, very jerky, very like jittery. So it was a little bit different than the one in Fresno. Now, here's the kicker. Despite the differences in size and color, the Ohio creature still resembles the Fresno Nightcrawler, so it is the same creature. It's assumed to be the same creature. Also, Momo Haku, thank you so much for the soup. I've just been wondering if there has been any Fresno Nightcrawler attacks. No, there hasn't. They don't seem to be aggressive. They don't seem to attack people. They just kind of stroll by, and yeah, they're just on their way. No. Like no attacks whatsoever. It's just the stroll, right? Like they usually are aware of the cameras and they just kind of pass by and disappear. Okay, so they are the same creature, and it's like they're part of the same, like, I don't know, family or species. Maybe like they are close to each other. They're not exactly the same, but they are part of the same like species or whatever you want to call it. And that raises so many questions, because are these beings related? Are they different stages of the same creature's life cycle? Because that's a possibility, because they're a little bit different but still the same, right? So it's one of the theories is like, oh, maybe it's the same creature at different stages of their life cycle, or are they just like two examples of whatever this phenomenon is? And again, we don't have answers, but what I do know is this: these creatures, whether they are in Fresno, Ohio, or somewhere else entirely, are unlike anything we've ever seen, and they defy logic, biology, and common sense, and that's what makes them so fascinating and so terrifying, even if they don't attack you, really. Now, let me get to the million-dollar question: what exactly is the Fresno Nightcrawler? So the theories, all the theories. I mean, we've got the footage, we've got the sightings, we've got the descriptions, but what are we actually dealing with here? Is it an alien? Is it a ghost, a glitch in the Matrix? Because all the possibilities are considered. Or is it just some guy in a really weird pair of pants that is, just kind of orchestrating this hoax? So no one knows for sure, but that hasn't stopped people from coming up with theories. And there are plenty of theories, and some of them, they're kind of wild, but some of them seem to be legit. So let's start with the basics. From what we can gather, the Nightcrawler is somewhat humanoid. It's got those 2 legs, long spindly legs to be exact, and it's often seen traveling in pairs, or like either alone or in pairs, right? And now this has led people to speculate that, okay, so that's kind of weird. Someone mentioned that, oh, it's kind of like they have like their cryptid buddy system. Aw, I like this one. Like, oh, they're a family, or they're buddies, and they're besties, they're traveling together. Yeah. Okay, anyway. So some people obviously, like, the first theory is that the Nightcrawler might be extraterrestrial, and it's, like, I mean, it is pretty straightforward, right? Like, strange otherworldly appearance, moving in pairs, or showing up in random places and causing maybe phenomenon like the grass circles, right? Like leaving behind grass circles. I mean, it's not hard to see why some people would think that these things might be visitors from another planet. And then there are others who have drawn connections between the Nightcrawler and Native American legends. Could this be some kind of ancient spirit or creature from folklore? Maybe, but here's the problem. There's no strong evidence to support any of these theories. That's how weird they are, because that's how weird this creature is. Like, you can't really, like, yeah, there are theories kind of circling around, but you don't really have enough evidence to support any of the theories, like, more, because all we have is those videos. That's it. Now, another theory comes from skeptics, because of course there are people who would think that the explanation is like much simpler and much less like bizarre than we think. The Cryptid Wiki, for example, suggests that the Nightcrawler could be some kind of primate, deer, or even a bird. I mean, I've never seen a bird that looks like a pair of floating pants, but I guess the floating part is what prompts skeptics to think like, oh, this is a bird flying by. And the bird, like, some birds really have long legs, so, oh, maybe it's a very feathery, weird shaped bird that is just kind of floating over the ground. I don't know. Others have proposed that it could be a puppet, or even just a person wearing really loose long pants, and they are just editing the video to, like, essentially it's a hoax. And then there's the most straightforward explanation of all. So yes, the footage is fake. That's the explanation. So ever since these videos started circulating on the internet, there have been people insisting that all of this is a hoax. And honestly, I mean, I get it. In this day and age, it's not really hard to create something that looks convincing. And mind you, all of those videos come from the 2000s. The earliest one, as I said, like, it was 2007. So yes, like, we are in the 2000s. We're not in like 1980s, 1970s, which, by the way, still had some hoaxes. He still had like pictures that were fabricated and just set up to look like Bigfoot or Thunderbird, which, by the way, like I showed you guys in the Thunderbird video, that there are people who would, like, in 60s, 40s, whatever, like they would just fabricate pictures of supposed pterodactyl or something. Okay, so sorry, jeez. So there are, you know, as I said, like all of those videos come from 2000s, and it's kind of natural that some people would think like, hey, this is just a hoax, right? Like some people would just want to create something that looks convincing. But here is the thing: if this is a hoax, it's a really good one, like Oscar-worthy levels of good, because no one can actually tell if these videos are fake or not. Like no one, even like seasoned video analysts, or, you know, like the people who just do this for a living, they identify if a footage was faked or not. They can't tell if the Fresno video or any other of those videos were faked. Over the years, a lot of people have tried to debunk the Fresno Nightcrawler, and I mean a lot. One of the most notable attempts to, you know, to debunk this thing was came from a YouTuber named Captain Disillusion back in 2012. So in his video, Captain Disillusion did, you know, like this video is like very, like it is fascinating and frustrating, but Captain Disillusion showed how the Nightcrawler footage could have been made, could have been like staged. Let me just pull up the video, but of course it's loading because my internet is a damn toaster too. Okay, so we have the video by Captain Disillusion. This is the guy, and he shows the original Nightcrawler footage, and he demonstrated like how you could make it look like a pair of pants walking by. So this is the original by, well, I mean, reported by Jose, and this is his. So just, well, he doesn't have any pants. Like he does not have any pants, it's just like legs, but he edited his video to look like, first of all, yeah, like security camera or surveillance camera, and yeah, kind of. I mean, it's possible, you know. Damn, YouTube deleting my comments for no fucking reason. No, I'm sorry, Bacon. But yeah, you know, Captain Disillusion did show that you can fake a video like that, right? Like using just video editing. Basically, he demonstrated how you could make it look like a pair of pants that was walking across the ground. No cryptid required, and it is pretty convincing. But another thing, even though it's possible to fake, that doesn't necessarily mean that it was faked. Like, we can go to another channel that's, well, the channel is called Real Fear, and then, hey, Fear mentioned, but they have a show called, or the sci-fi show called Fact or Faked, and they also investigated the Fresno Nightcrawler in, you know, like the first one, right? Like the first video, I guess 2012, sorry, I keep saying 2008, but they investigated this video and they couldn't really prove that it was real, and they also couldn't prove that it was a hoax. In fact, they actually concluded that faking something like this would be very difficult. Like, you would need some serious skills, like, I don't know, like, yeah, the Captain Disillusion. But they said, like, oh, you would need some serious skills and equipment to pull it off. So where does that leave us? Well, it leaves us in that frustrating gray area, as it usually does, where nothing is really certain. Like, there are a lot of questions. I've seen it a few times. Hey! So yeah, it leaves us in this like uncertain gray area where there's no really answers. We have some theories, but none of them were proven. And yeah, it wasn't proven to be fake. Like, the videos weren't proven to be fake, other videos, and also they weren't proven to be real. But another twist, whether or not the Fresno Nightcrawler is real, people have absolutely fallen in love with it, especially in Fresno and especially on the internet. And you know, the love for the Nightcrawler doesn't stop at videos, because there's an abundance of merchandise, and we're talking t-shirts, stickers, plushies, like you name it, everything. Oh my god, this plushie is amazing, by the way. I love it. I love every second of this. Oh my god, I want this. I want this in my life. Also, we have other plushies. Like, there's an abundance of plushies and things, and oh my god, that's so cute. Jesus. Look at that. Look at this boy. The Fresno Nightcrawler. Yeah, but yeah, you know, people are loving this. People are loving the cryptids. Okay, this is cute. This is cute. I need this in my life now. But that's it. So what's the truth here? Is the Fresno Nightcrawler an alien, a spirit, a misidentified animal, or just a clever prank? Not sure. Again, we're in the gray area, but what I do know is this. The mystery is what makes it so fascinating, as with any cryptid that I've ever covered. It's the kind of, right, like, cryptid stories are the kind of stories that keep you up at night because you wonder, like, oh, is it fake? Yeah, some of it was proven fake, but not all of it, right? Like, you can't prove everything. And yeah, like, it keeps you, it's the kind of story that keeps you up at night because you wonder, like, what's really out there? Like, are those just hoaxes? Are those just normal animals? Or are we witnessing a new species? And with that, I will leave you to think about it. Just maybe keep an eye on your security cameras because you never know what might show up on your CCTV. Stay curious. That's the conclusion of this video. That's it. But honestly, I love the Nightcrawler merch. The Nightcrawler merch is all... Wait, oh. It's all I'm here for. It's great. It's amazing. I want the plushies. I definitely want the plushies. I'm gonna get a plushie of a Nightcrawler at one point. The Nightcrawlers are cute phalanges. They are cute. They are a pair of cute phalanges. I would like to think that they travel in couples, like in duos, in twos, or in pairs, because that's cute. They have like a buddy system. Like if they travel in two, isn't that kind of cute? The feeling with two streamers you follow are live at the same time. Hey, so that one screen has ramen tasting and the other has cryptids, both with volume on. Jesus, chaos, true chaos. Hello, Pepper. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you doing? Dino Alex says, so who thinks they have butts? I would like to think that. Oh my god. Yes, please. Wait. Let me look it up. Like, what's the... Wait, Nightcrawler plushie butt? Do they have a butt? No one is... Oh, wait. I found it. Oh, god. Yes. Yes. I want this in my life. Oh my god, this is so cute. This is so cute. Oh my god, this is so precious. Look at them cheeks. Good god. Cheeked up. They got cheeks. Look at them cheeks. Wait, I want to see if there's any other one. No, it seems like this one has like butt. Okay, I love this. I am loving this. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's so majestic. Oh no. Oh, I want this set. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, the Mothman. Ah! So many like nice plushies. Oh, this is cute. Oh, that's a whole set. Nessie, Nightcrawler, Mothman. I assume this is the Bigfoot and this is the Sandworm. Probably. Okay, I love the butt. Oh, that's great. Cheeked up on a Sunday afternoon. Yes, indeed. Cheeked up on a Sunday afternoon. Or, I guess, evening. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm here for it. Okay, that is it for today, you guys. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. It's very interesting. I have to say, like, those sightings, the videos were super interesting. I'm so glad that I could cover this. I've been waiting for this. I've been kind of like getting around to it, but then I got busy and then I got like, oh, different cases, different plans. But I'm really glad I could cover this. It's great. And as for the upcoming week, obviously, as usual, I'm taking Monday, Tuesday off. Well, I guess Monday off, or Sunday, Monday off after the stream. And then I'll be back on Tuesday evening with another spooky stream. This time, Tuesday's stream will be available for everyone, but the chat is gonna be members only. Just remember that, you know, like you can come in to watch, but the chat is gonna be only for my channel members. So if you want to chat on Tuesday with me, then you can join the channel membership if you want to. You don't have to. You don't have to, because the stream is gonna be here. You can still watch it. You can still enjoy it. Okay, as for any other things, what do I do? Yeah, like, you know, next week, as usual, there's gonna be cases, there's gonna be a Patreon stream, there will be some spooky stuff, maybe some scary videos, maybe some scary games, who knows, maybe another creepy internet mystery and so on. IDK Bacon, thank you so much for the super, and Uncut in the Bud, also thank you so much. It's so slow that if I see one, I might give chase. No, don't freak them out. Also Uncut in the Bud, congratulations on your 10th super chat in the stream. Cooking stream when? I mean, do you guys want to see me cook? I don't know. Like, is that something you guys want to see? Like me cooking a disaster? I'm not a really good cook. I can only make pierogies. I think I just made it for, right? Like I made it for Christmas, but that's about it. That's my limit. That's it. Please. I mean, sure. Sure I could. I guess I could. I just don't know what to cook. I guess I could, like, oh, making my own dinner or something. Cooking dinner. Well, I can make curry and I can make stew, and I guess I can make some, like, there's just like, I don't know if I can like actually make it here, or I would have to move to the kitchen probably. But yeah, sure. House fire. You did it for Christmas and you did great. Hey! I mean, I can make pierogies, but well, only for Christmas. I'll think about it. You know what? I'll think about it. I might do something maybe for the debut or something. I don't know. Okay, so we have a new design coming up. Probably not this month because it's already like half the month, but I'll be setting it up, and I'm definitely gonna have like a stream on Patreon for you guys over on Patreon to see the new model, to see the new design when I have it figured out, because now I'm kind of, you know, there's a learning curve. I've never used a 3D model, so I have to learn from the beginning. I have to learn like Unity and Warudo and like all the other stuff, like the motion tracking, motion capture devices and whatnot. And I have a couple of things. So I have the emotes to finish. I still have to like sit down to it. I'm doing the lore video. Yeah, like things are piling up, but I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna do my best, and yeah, like definitely. I hope that we can debut in April officially. Unofficially, probably on Patreon a little bit earlier. But that's still. Will you still use this model after 3D debut? I think so. I think for some, yeah, for sure. For sure. I think for some of the streams, for some maybe cases, for some gaming, I'm definitely gonna be using this one. So there's gonna be two. There's gonna be this one and the new design. Okay, that's it for today, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate all the super chats, by the way. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all your support. And yes, special thanks to my Patreon members and to my channel members, obviously, and super chatters for supporting me on this journey, on this strange journey with the cryptids and true crime and everything else. IDK Bacon, thank you. Oh my god, thank you so much as always. Oh, what if we backseat you? You have ingredients but no recipe. Oh, that's interesting. No recipe as a cooking stream. I've been in streams like that before and it's fun. Interesting. Actually, yeah. Yeah, that could be. I can see that happening. I can see that doing that. Yeah, okay. Let me just plan it out. Let me just prepare for it. Let me plan it out, and yeah, I'm gonna definitely. I would do that. That would be interesting. Okay, as for other things, I'm gonna be posting a poll. I don't know if I'm gonna be posting. Well, I'm gonna be posting one poll on Patreon regarding. Also, Shy, thank you so much for the super. Blindfolded. Okay, not blindfolded. We're dealing with like fire here, right? You know, cooking, fire, stove. I don't think that's very safe. But I'm gonna be posting a poll on Patreon regarding our Project Zomboid server because I kind of wanted to reset the map. and just, you know, like do a reset so that we have a clean slate and we all go to like Louisville or something. So I want to set a new game up for us over on Patreon. And then another poll will be posted in my community tab here on YouTube. And this poll is going to be regarding my merchandise, because I'm planning out to... I am in the middle of preparing my merch store finally for the new design. And so I would love to hear your opinion. Like, what would you guys want to see? What would you guys be most interested in getting from like my channel, from my brand? You know, what would you use? You know, something I want it to be like, I want it to be a functional merch, you know, like, yes, there are merch things or items that, yeah, you can just like kind of display, but I kind of want it to be like, oh, you know, I can wear this outside, or I can take this outside, and oh, this is so useful, you know, like I want to use it. I want to like, oh, I really want to kind of make it work for everyone and just make it nice and make it like for you guys to enjoy it. A hoodie, perhaps. Yeah, perhaps, maybe that's an option. That's for sure an option. I definitely want a plush. Well, that one's okay. The plushie is a bigger project that I think, well, I would love it to happen this year. We'll see, but it's a bigger project for sure. But yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, a beanie. Sona beanie. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hear from you guys in the post. So thank you so much for today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you have a wonderful day and stay safe out there. Always lock your doors and windows. Bury your haxes. Until the next time. Bye. Also, Joshua, thank you so much for being a member for 13 months. 3D Sona soon. Heck yeah. Hey, heck yeah. I'm so looking forward to this. I just have to figure out everything. But yeah, I look forward to this. I hope you guys like the new design. That's it. Bye.